Labour are finished. Keir Starmer is finished. They know it. They've lost a big chunk of the Muslim vote in the last election because they weren't marching often enough for Hamas.
The Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, just completely lost his cool live on air after being challenged by Tommy Robinson. It was a moment that's now tearing through the internet and shaking Westminster to its core. What started as a calm public Q&A has turned into the most talked about confrontation in British politics this month. And it's got everyone asking the same question: has Starmer just revealed what he's really made of? It all began at what was supposed to be a friendly, open event. One of those public sessions where leaders take questions from ordinary people to show they're listening, to prove they are in touch. The atmosphere was relaxed at first. Starmer looked confident, measured, calm under the bright lights. Then Tommy Robinson took the microphone. Whether you like him or loathe him, one thing's certain: Robinson knows how to stir a room. And this time, he hit a nerve. He didn't waste time with pleasantries. He went straight for it. He pressed the Prime Minister with a direct, uncomfortable question about what he called double standards on justice. He accused the government of turning a blind eye to difficult issues while cracking down on those who dared to speak against the official narrative. For a few long seconds, Starmer tried to keep his cool. You could see it, the deep breath, the careful pause, the way he scanned the room for balance. But then, something snapped. In a sudden burst of emotion, Starmer shot back. I will not be lectured on justice by someone who's built his career on division. The audience gasped. Cameras zoomed in. And that was it. The clip went viral before the event even ended. Within minutes it was everywhere, trending across X, Facebook, TikTok. Reactions poured in from every corner of the political spectrum. But what makes this moment so electric isn't just the words exchanged. It's what they represent. This wasn't merely an argument between two men. It was a collision between two worlds. The establishment and the outsiders. The polished professional and the populist challenger. You could feel the divide vibrating through the screen. One viewer posted, "Starmer's reaction proves he can't handle tough questions. This isn't leadership, it's avoidance." Another countered, "His right to stand up against hate. We need more leaders willing to call it out directly." Thousands joined the debate. Within hours, the nation was split down the middle. Some defended Starmer's anger as a flash of integrity. Others saw it as a sign of weakness. Proof that today's politicians are fragile when faced with the raw frustration of ordinary people. And that's where the story gets deeper. Keir Starmer has spent years cultivating an image of control. The calm man. The rational mind. The unflappable professional who never lets emotion break through. So when he does lose his temper, even for a moment, it's news. It changes how people see him. It shows a crack in the armor. And in politics, those cracks can echo louder than any speech. Already, opposition MPs are jumping on it. One Conservative backbencher posted on X late last night, "Starmer just showed his true colors, can't take the heat when faced with hard truths." At the same time, Labour loyalists are rushing to defend him, calling it a setup designed to provoke a headline. Behind closed doors, sources say Starmer's team are furious. They'd reportedly warned him not to attend unscripted events where controversial figures might show up. But he insisted on doing it. He said open dialogue matters. Well, he got it. And now his team are left to manage the fallout. Some are calling the moment a major misstep. Others, surprisingly, see it as a test he might have passed. Proof that even a prime minister can stand firm under pressure. Refusing to let provocateurs hijack the conversation. Still, the optics are tricky. Because in today's political world, truth isn't what matters most, perception is. It's not about who's right. It's about who looks right. And in an age of viral clips, that perception can decide the next election. Why did this hit such a nerve? Because millions of people, especially in working-class towns, feel left out of politics. They hear speeches about unity and opportunity, but don't see it in their lives. So when someone like Robinson challenges power face to face, even if it's controversial, it lands with those who feel ignored. That's why Starmer's reaction wasn't just about one question. It was about years of built-up tension between the ruling class and the forgotten public. That's the deeper current running beneath this moment. And it's why it's not fading away anytime soon. Reporters are already digging into the backstory. Some claim Robinson planned the question weeks in advance, coordinating with online supporters for maximum impact. Others say it was completely spontaneous. A rare, unfiltered flash of democracy. Raw and unpredictable. Either way, the result's the same. A clip that reveals more about Britain's political mood than any poll could. One radio commentator summed it up perfectly. What we saw wasn't chaos. It was honesty. The mask slipped for both of them. That's what keeps people replaying it. Not because it was perfect, but because it was real. For Starmer, it's a reminder that even the most disciplined politician can lose composure when faced with unfiltered emotion. For Robinson, it's proof that his words, for better or worse, still command attention. But for the public, it's something much bigger. It's a mirror showing a country divided, frustrated, and desperate for truth. As the clip continues to dominate timelines, Labour insiders are trying to move the focus back to policy. Back to jobs, housing, the economy. But the internet doesn't move backwards. The memes, the edits, the reactions, they are spreading faster than any press release can catch up. And the question hanging in the air is simple. Was this Starmer's breaking point? Or his defining stand? Because in the world of modern politics, you don't have to win the argument. You just have to win the clip. And right now, that 30-second video is rewriting how people see Britain's most powerful man. This isn't just another shouting match. It's a signal. A warning to every politician that people are tired of rehearsed answers and polished lines. They want honesty, even if it's messy. So as the dust settles and the headlines keep rolling, one thing's certain. This story's only just begun. To see what happened next, and how Downing Street is handling the fallout, click on our next video covering the behind-the-scenes chaos inside Labour HQ, and find out why some aides now believe this one outburst could decide the next election.